Comfortable in the booth.
To participate with us, bring yourself, your mind, and your ideas. All right, so creative control starts with mindset. All right, so the very important thing that we want to understand for entry-level agents as you guys are coming in to learn this information for the first time, and even some of my veterans and people that's in the call that still haven't really got a grips of how to use their mind to create their lifestyle. All right, so it says, see the close before you pitch it. All right, see the close before you pitch it. Visualize the win. This is very self-explanatory, but I'm going to give some ins and outs on, right? Before each call or door you knock on or a person that you talk to in the field, you want to close your eyes for 30 seconds and visualize a successful interaction, right? The customer smiling, saying yes, giving their payment information and thanking you. Feel it, hear it. Now, some may say, man, this is a little cheesy, right? And this presentation is going to seem a little cheesy today. But those who are cheesy and don't worry about what others think about them is usually the ones that end up successful, okay? I know a lot of nerds that I went to school with that's in nice positions, right? I know a lot of people that didn't care about what people dress or how they looked and how they dress, where they're going to put a Walmart outfit on, but they got $100 million in a bank account. I know those cheesy people, okay? I see them on a daily basis. I guarantee you, if you've seen one of the richest men or women in the world in the same restaurant that you're in, you wouldn't know who they was because they don't care about fame, okay? So we got to understand the things that may be cheesy can help you get to the next level, right? So you got to visualize it with your mind first, okay? Why does it work? Your brain can't distinguish between a vividly imagined event and a real one. I'm going to say that again. Your brain cannot distinguish between reality and animation. I'm going to just put it to you that way. So what you imagine when you imagine how you feel, when you imagine a reaction, when you imagine certain things, the brain take that as if it's really happening right then and there. So by seeing success before it happens, your body aligns with confidence and expectation, if you believe it. Now that's the big piece, if you believe it, because some people's going to get up there and they're not going to do it for real. They're not going to visualize themselves winning. They're not going to see themselves overcoming objection and then closing it before it happens. It's totally up to you in your mindset to be able to have creative control over your life. Here are some practical steps. Before every sales sprint, take 30 seconds of silence to run a mental movie of success. So in our instances, when we're getting set up, if I'm not talking to anybody, I'm visualizing myself in my mind how I'm finna 3 steps conversation this next person that comes by my store. I'm playing that in my mind before I knock on the door and I talk to them about energy or solar. I'm already winning in my mind. Does this make sense, ladies and gentlemen? See the close before you pitch it. Visualize the win. All right. Any people that was athletes on this call, you guys understand this, right? You had to see yourself making a play before you made the play. Right? Think about the dreams that you guys had when you were adolescent before you actually did what you was dreaming about. This is the same technique that you're using, but it also works in sales as well. Let's keep going. All right. Control the frame. Script the story in your head. Already have it laid out. All right. Don't let rejection write your story. So you can't allow what you've heard yesterday. You can't allow what you heard from the previous customer to control how you pitch the next person. You choose how the day go. You wake up and speak out loud how your day will go. These are affirmations that we share with you guys on a daily basis. There's videos that's dropped in the chat about mindset. If you have a hard time with getting your mind on the right track, we drop videos. Our leaders are putting videos and inspirational quotes and things in their personal discords as well to help you guys keep your mind on the right track. I'm going to talk to 30 people, book 10 and close 3. This is something you're programming your mind with. You're programming your mind with this so that you have creative control. Because we got to remember, the mind just takes in the information, but it don't know if it's real or not. It can't tell the difference, why it works. This is creative control. You're the director of your life, not the actor reacting to the world. Your script, the tone, the energy, and the results, okay? This is how it will work. You have to really believe what you're going through in your mind. Now, you can't 50% be like, oh, I'm going to go out here and talk to this many people. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. But you got a little small voice in your head that's like unsure. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Your energy, your tone, and how you truly go after it is what's going to get you the result that you're looking for. Here's a practical step that can help you if you haven't already. Create a morning affirmation ritual. 3 sentences that declare your goals, your energy, and your mindset for today. I am a champion. I am the standard. I am the greatest person in the world that I can be today. Right? I am accountable. I am amazing. I am the #1 business owner in the world. These are things that I affirm myself with on a daily basis. Will all those things be completely true at this moment? Probably not in reality, but in my mind, I'm programming it is. It's reality in my head. So when I go out into the world, I'm thinking as I know I am. You got to understand that. You have to think as you know you are already. It's affirmations. You're affirming who you are and what you desire to be. Let's continue. All right. Create the customer. Create the customer. Know who you're talking to. Before talking to them in the field, before knocking, before dialing, visualize your ideal customers, what they need, how they talk, how they think. Imagine their pain points and how you solve them. Right? What you speak is very, very intentional. Okay? So when you say, boom, I'm creating a customer that I want to talk to this specific person, be specific. Man, send me 5 people that qualify for both my bundle package, right? They don't have internet or they have very expensive internet and they're able to qualify for both bundle packages that I have. I'm creating that customer. I'm speaking that in this next hour, I want to help 5 people with X, Y, and Z. And they got everything that they need to be able to complete these. Once again, it may sound like, yeah. But I understand that people who speak and affirm their life usually get the results that they're looking for if they truly believe it. I'll give you an example. My wife of mine, who used to get out in the field with us before the twins, right? She used to pray, right, before she go into the field. Like she'll pray before she go into the field. And she's going to pray specifically for the amount of numbers that she's looking for. This is her way of affirming, right? And usually the days that she pray about the numbers that she want in a certain amount of time frame, she usually get it. And the days that she didn't, she'd come home and she'd say, man, I wasn't specific enough. I told God to send me 11 people. He sent me 11 people, but only 4 of them qualified. I got to be a little bit more specific. And I used to think it was funny too, because I'm like, okay, you praying, same thing as affirmations. But she started to realize the more that she affirmed specifically about herself, the more it came to fruition. It became reality. So here's a practical step. Take 2 minutes before a sales block to write 3 traits of your ideal customer. What does an ideal customer look like? So now you're looking, your mind is searching for that. You may not do it consciously, but subconsciously your mind is going to attract that. Why? Because I spoke it into existence. I have creative control over my life. Let's continue. Rewind and replay. Use visualization to fix mistakes. After a tough sale, after a bad pitch, maybe you got stumbled. Maybe you seen a very beautiful man or woman and then you got a little nervous and he made you or she made you fumble your words, right? Where you clearly couldn't focus. Or maybe you were dealing with a bull and they come off very aggressive and you did not handle it well, right? Replay it in your head. But this time, visualize the best version of yourself and how it could have went. Okay? So we want to make sure that we able to learn from our mistakes. Somebody mute their screen for me. We got some babies crying in the back. How does this work? This mental replay trains your brain to find better paths and better results. Okay? It makes you sharper in real time. You literally get better by imagining better. Okay, so dang, man, I didn't handle that well. What could I have done better to be able to close that person? Now I can imagine that. Okay, what was I supposed to do? What was I supposed to say? What objection, what rebuttal was I supposed to meet with that rejection right there? What, I already have a smartphone. Or, hey, I already currently have internet. Well, that's perfectly understandable. It's very hard to not have internet in this day and time. My question to you is, what's the value that you're receiving from your internet? Do you usually get internet based on the price, based on the value that it comes with, or the brand that it is? How could I have handled that objection a lot better? You got to do this in your mindset. Okay, practical steps. Each night, replay your top 1 and 2 interactions mentally. Rewrite the ending with confidence, clarity, and control. So take 2 to 3, right? 2 to 3 of your experiences from the field that didn't go the way you desired it to go. You didn't get the sale, you didn't get the close, you didn't get the bundle, or you got the phone, but they didn't get the bundle. Rewrite that out and replay it in your mind how you could have handled that differently. So when it shows up again the next day or later on that week, you are prepared to handle it. Let's keep going. Future you is watching. You got to always know that. Future you is watching. Visualize who you're becoming. See yourself 12 months, 6 months from now, the top closer, driving the car you want, leading the team. Let that image pull you forward when you feel stuck or tired. Remember, we have creative control. We only live the life we live because of the thoughts that we have on a daily basis, followed by certain actions. See yourself in the future. See yourself. I was riding with, I got a chance to get a one-on-one time with Reg today. I mean, not today, this past weekend, as we went out to Ocean City to represent one of our clients, and we got a chance to spend a lot of hours together. And one thing I realized that we did a lot of doing was creative control. Right? We got a chance to build an entire town. We built an entire town in a 30 to 40 minute time span on a car ride. We were using our creative control to visualize a future that we seen for ourselves. This is a true way that rich, successful people, and I'm not just saying rich in money, I'm saying rich in spirit, rich in ideas, rich in love. These things what makes you rich. Rich in thoughts. It can get you out of a rut. It can get you unstuck. And if you can take those visualizations and then put them on paper, now you can then put actions behind it. Why it works, we act in alignment with who we believe we are. He who says he can and who he says he can't is both right. If you think you can't, then you can't. If you think this product sucks, then it does. If you think nobody's going to want this product, then they won't. Those are your thoughts, and you're going to believe what you tell yourself. The clearer you see your future self, the faster you become them. Practical steps. Print or save a picture that represents the lifestyle you're working for. So Brendan mentioned something last week called a vision board, right? Create a vision board for yourself and what you look like 6 to 12 months from now. What kind of vehicle are you traveling in? What kind of house are you living in? What type of apparel are you now walking in every day? Look at it every morning and ask, what does the version of me do today? Who do I need to do, or what do I need to do today so that I can become who I'm supposed to, so I can attract the lifestyle that I'm looking for. Real quick summary, and then we're going to wrap it up and move forward to our next segment. Creative control isn't a fantasy, okay? It's mental discipline. Visualization is the pre-game. Sales is the game. Control both and you will win.
About the first time I start to cry. Shorty touched my wickies, got her wet between the thighs. If you beefing with me, then you beefing with the guys.